Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Pass to Best. Back to Ingram. Toronto working the ball around now. Barnes right side. To the paint. Ingram against Wagner. And it's Ingram missing.
Listen, that's a quality mix.
Here's Banchero. And Pirtle pulls it down. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against Boston. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Back to you, Kev.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
Boy, you see Carter Jr. use every bit of that 7'5" wingspan. Boy, it is tough to guard around the rim. Look out.
Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Pass to Bain. Outside, Suggs. Banchero a screen on Pirtle. Payne for 3. Unable to get that one. The Orlando Magic coming to this one following the loss to New York. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Barrett after the made shot from Best. Barrett, no good. And Wagner is in. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That shows you the combination of size, strength from Franz Wagner. Like, seriously, well done right there.
Wagner at the line for 1.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA, offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And here are the Raptors now. The Magic hitting the button. And again, Toronto no luck.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Payton for 3. Nice D from Barrett.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Best passes to Ingram. Ingram off a pick from Best. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
What a move by Ingram, taking the foul, but also getting the bucket.
And Doris, what you love about Brandon Ingram, he's the total package.
He is, Kevin, because he's got incredible size, great shot-making ability. He's a 3-level scorer, and you can mix his matchup on the defensive end.
GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season. He's all in on developing the jump ball and getting the best out of it.
Now, here's Wagner. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Here's the try. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that.
Toronto leading by 3. Outside Barrett, Best. Off target with his three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bain kicks to Banchero. Pass to Wagner. Bain looking around. Over Barrett. Bain, no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors.
Oh, hit that.
Here's Best. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he gets a factor at the defensive end. And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Change here. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Orlando. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Checking out Toronto, they retain their spot at number 2 in the rankings, and they've got staying power. They're as stable as they are dominant. I don't see them slipping down that list anytime soon.
You love to see Banchero get off his feet in a hurry and finish with authority.
Jacks up a 3. Best can't hit.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And he makes good on the layup. And the Magic lead by 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Bain, no good.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Best. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Intercepted. Black dishes to Banchero. Back to Black. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Jones checked in for... Magic leading by 4. This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Wagner is out there with Franz Wagner. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then there's Black. And it's Vitadze in at the 5 roaming the paint. Here's Best. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. The kick out to Barnes. Five to shoot. Pass to Best. And here's Ingram. He's defended by Wagner. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. It's checked in for Toronto. The Magic shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Now here's Jones, guarded by Best. Here's Wagner. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
First free throw is good. In the East, the 2024 NBA Cup quarterfinals feature the Bucks and Hawks advancing to Las Vegas.
Milwaukee ended up winning the NBA Cup All-time, they're 11-1 in the cup. And the Hawks kind of shocked the Knicks in New York. 22-11 assists for Trae Young led the way. He just loves playing in Manhattan.
Here's Bertadze. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboard. What a complete game for this guy.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Hurdle with a screen on Jones. For the three, and he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from Best. Best's got 13 points.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, the captain in their last game against the Celtics just played phenomenal. He added 55 points and was locked in from distance. It was impressive. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with a different challenge.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
To the inside. Barnes can't get it to go.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
And finished off by Wagner.
You love when somebody gets out from the break and takes advantage. Nice heads-up play by Franz Wagner. Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Orlando leading by 3. Jones, the pass to Black. Trying to find Jones. He gets his ahead. Wagner has screen on Ingram. And got it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
These defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
For the next game, Bain comes in for Black. And it's Suggs in for Tyus Jones. In this Magic team grade, wins at 10 on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon. And it's a big reason they...
Now, Bertadze. Following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
Now, here's Wagner. 17 points in his last outing. Bertadze the pass to Suggs. There's Wagner with the three. That one's not going to go. Trey D that time from Best. Screen by Pirtle. Best passes to Barrett. Ingram outside. Pass to Best. Fires from way outside. And again, Toronto no up.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have...
I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Bain with it, now guarded by Best. And Suggs throws it down.
You can see Suggs is vertical, makes that dunk look effortless.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
We have a dancer. Nice ride. It's all good. Bring those goodies.
Race. Never too soon to see how some of the fresh faces in the league are holding up. We've got quite a few youngsters looking to put their name in the front of the Rookie of the Year race. When you look at the captain, what a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now. And even though it might be a tough call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
Well, he has wasted no time making his presence felt and is setting a very high standard for this year's rookie class. they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful for his teammates.
Onside, Barrett. Hurdle with a screen on Bain. Barrett for three. The rebound by Batase. They get a hand on it. Driving the lane.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Bain with the bucket.
When you look at his numbers, Desmond Bain is historically good from three-point.
Here's Best. Comes to Ingram. A three from Barnes. Nice defense from Wagner. And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Wagner against Barnes. And Bain, the bucket on the assist from Wagner. Wagner's got 9 assists now tonight. Here's Pirtle. Ingram passes to Best. Back to Ingram. Pass to Best. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Toronto needs to get off the shot. For three. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Down low. Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Know this about Franz Wagner. This guy very capable as a passer.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
55.
A look here now at the Magic. There are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team.
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Raptors.
They got to tighten things up, man.
And that is a
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in a second. Orlando leading by 12. In at the forwards, Ingram and Barnes. The captain out there with Barrett. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Now, here's Bain. 6 to shoot. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Bain with the body to absorb contact. Bain also has the balance to finish.
The Magic have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. And people, Doris, talk about the right time for a team to go all in. What goes into that decision, do you think?
Well, first and foremost, if you are having a high measure of success, it becomes about how do we sustain this roster to not miss the window to compete for championships. If you're talented and you're winning, how do you do the best you can to sustain that kind of success?
Here's Ingram. After the basket by Franz Wagner. Toronto working the ball around now. Out to the wing. Best passes to Barnes. And there's another turnover by the Raptors. Magic leading by 17. Here's Bain. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting for the Rosie. He goes on Brandon Ingram.
And what you love about Bain is just how hard he works his drive to keep getting better on display.
It's tipped.
Get that out of here, Jalen Suggs. Send it back, young sir.
Best passes to Ingram. Launches it. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Carter. That shot no good. Solid defense from Purdue.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Pass to Ingram. And slammed up by Ingram.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
Here's Suggs. He's got 8. Now Banchero. Covered by Barnes.
Right here.
Now here's Bain. Not a lot of room. Out to Carter. Pass to Suggs. The Magic need to get a shot off here. The Magic again can't hit. Raptors trail by 14. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Raptors have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. That is good from Best. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Outside, Bain. Carter with the screen. And close. And it falls over the rim and in. 9 points for Wendell Carter.
This is terrific offense right there. Carter Jr. almost automatic from that spot.
To Best, a free ball, gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Suggs passes to Carter. To the middle. And there's Bain. That's good on the assist from Carter. Bain's got 20 points.
And we've seen more of this lately from Bain, continuing to blossom and improve as a scorer.
Here's Best. 24 points for him. Birtle sets the pick for Barnes. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
You can see the confidence in that jumper building and building for Scotty Barnes.
Doris, nowadays, we see lots of high school transfers amongst elite players. One example, Scotty Barnes.
No, exactly, Kevin. This young man attended 3 different high schools, and I think what each guy is trying to do is raise the level of competition.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Here's Banchero. Pulling the basket by Scotty Barnes.
Carter Jr. rises up, gets the ball mid-flight, and sends it home.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. R.J. Barrett, the son of a pro hoops player, he said, quote, as a youngster, my dad programmed me to be aggressive. He always told me, go to the rim, live in the paint. When you do that, you not only score, but you force the whole defense to collapse, and you can make easy plays to hit shooters. Guys?
Playing with purpose. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Best. Pass to Barnes. Here's Best. Here's the 3. No good that time. Suggs with some nice defense. Magic leading by 13. 3-pointer. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Best. Back to Barnes. Pass to Pirtle. Barnes outside the wing. Fires miss again. The Magic have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Count it. Baines got 8 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Barnes passes to Best. On the wing, Barnes. He's covered by Banchero. Best. It is good. The assist from Barnes. Best's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Raptors. Banchero outside. Suggs finds Carter. And here is Bane. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
A 3 from Barnes. Franz Wagner grabs the miss. Orlando leading by 12. And there's the foul. It'll go on the clock. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And some changes in the Raptors. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And Brady Dick subbed in for Brandon Ingram. And the Magic making a change here as well. Black's checked in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now, here's Bane. Covered by Best. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Bane. Carter's got 13.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Best passes to Barnes. And here's Quickly for 3. Knocks it loose. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, Black, looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Bane passes to Banchero. No good with the wing jumper.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
After Quickly. Here's Best. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Now, here's Wagner. Dick defending. Banchero, that's good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Best. Black defending. The kick out to Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. There's the screen. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. It is good. The assist from Barnes. 8 points for him.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Putting some real power behind his motion. Bane takes it straight to the rim.
And timeout called by the... Now, here's Wagner. Pass to Bane. Lets it go with the 3. Elger pulls it in. 4th quarter on the floor for the Magic. They got Toga Batasa. Desmond Bane out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Black in at the 2. And here is Suggs. After the 3-pointer from Best. Outside, Bane. Over Best. And all around at that time before dropping in. Bane's got 12 points here in the second half. Here's Best. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Out to the right wing. Here's Black. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Best passes to Ingram. Here's Best. to Murray Boyle. 2 on the clock. A deep 3 from Ingram. And it's Suggs with the rebound. And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Here's Best. Suggs with some nice defense.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. They're in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Here's Best. Following the bucket by Orlando.
I tell you, they're leaning hard on this guy, but he's going to need some help here.
Orlando leading by 5. Ingram with the steal. Here's Momo. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Picked his pocket. And they're pushing it up. Throws it up high.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. The Magic have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Outside, Payne. Batazzi setting a screen for Payne. Back to Suggs, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
You can't have that type of miscue in this moment, in this game. You have to be on the same page.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He knows every possession is critical now.
We love to give away shirts to our knowledgeable fans. Now it's time to grab a free shirt.
And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Ben Carroll. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And he sinks the second. Connected to the game. That's one way to describe Jakob Poeltl.
Well, Poeltl is an exceptional player. He loves to hit the glass. He's a very physical player. He's everything you want in a big.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their forwards.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Ben Carroll's checked in for the match. Wagner comes in for Bain. Wagner passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Boy, terrific move by the big man, Wendell Carter Jr. So much athleticism. This guy is cooking.
Ingram dishes to Poeltl. Misses from close range. Magic leading by 6. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
And so here's Toronto. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. Best passes to Ingram. Pass to Best. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 8 rebounds in this game. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Wagner passes to Banchero. Here's Black from outside the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Best's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wagner against Ingram. Pass to Best. Screen by Porter. For 3, Barrett. And again, no good by Toronto. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
The Magic making a switch here. Jones is checked in. A nice shot by Black.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors trail by 10. Here's Best. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training staff?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches, down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Here's Black. Inside. Carter. That's good. Carter's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times. That would be an easy bucket in the paint.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Banchero. The Magic. Pass to Barnes. And here is Ingram. Barnes outside. From the arc. Carter pulls it in.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
And that one falls to Jones.
Tyus Jones, such a quietly efficient and productive guard. What I like about this young man, he always plays to his strengths.
Suggs, he's checked in for the Magic. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And here we go. Fast break. Wagner's got it. Here's Suggs. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Turtle with a screen on Suggs. Ingram against Wagner. Here's Best. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Suggs has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Payne. And no good that time. Good deep by Barnes. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Best. He's covered by Suggs. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Best. No good off the front iron.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Suggs finds Carter. Back to Suggs. Off target from 3-point range. Barnes outside. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
That should give them a nice little joke.
Yeah, it has to. They need a joke here.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Raptors trail by 15. Looking to get back on track here. And the dunk by Barnes.
You know this about Scotty Barnes. This guy is an exceptional athlete. That is above the
three. Hurdle there for the rebound. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. Now Ingram. Dan Carroll vacuums it in. Wagner against Ingram. Yeah, that goes in.
Wagner likes to work his way to the painted area as much as possible. Look how comfortable he is finishing around the rim.
Count.
These boys making everything. I don't believe it.